Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Thank you for watching our channel. I don't say that enough. I appreciate all the views, subscribers, and everybody that's paid attention to this ugly face teaching you guys over the last couple years. Well, anyways, it's going to be a new year here soon, 2020, and the IRS is starting to put out some numbers in terms of guidance as far as your income limits and how much you can contribute to different retirement accounts. And so we just wanted to get a head start on that and give you guys the update here. Today we're talking about the max income that you can make, or I should say the max income limits for 2020 for contributing to a Roth IRA. Now, to be fair, the IRS words it as max income limits, but they're not talking about your income. They're not talking about your salary. I've done a lot of videos on this in the past. We're talking about your modified adjusted gross income, which is essentially you start at the top with everything you have, you get all the way down to your adjusted gross income on your tax return, add back a few things, and that's your modified adjusted gross income. Quick call to your CPA or looking it up on your previous tax returns may help you figure that out. But what happens is in a Roth IRA, if you make too much, you actually can't contribute. Now, it's not an immediate, like you make too much and bam, you can't contribute anymore for that year. It's a phase out. And so the IRS puts out these numbers to say, hey, look, if your income gets to this point, you can still contribute, but you're going to contribute a smaller amount. We're going to ask you to sort of scale back your contribution. If your income gets to the max number, you are phased out. That's the fancy way of saying it if you want to look these things up, or ask your accountant about them, or your financial advisor if they maybe happen to help you. All right, so for 2020, what they did is they gave basically an across-the-board cost of living adjustment in terms of your max income allowable. So I want to go over that here with you. And basically, we break it down by your filing status. Now, if you are a single person, you file your taxes as a single person, and you want to contribute to a Roth IRA, then your phase-out for the single individual is going to be different than if you're married filing jointly, married filing separately, and things like that. So as a single person, pay close attention here because this is different. We just did a video yesterday about the IRA deduction amounts. These numbers seem like they're close, but they're not. Watch this. So your phase out is from $124,000 to $139,000, your modified adjusted gross income. It's for singles, also head of household, if you happen to be head of household there. So you got basically a $2,000 increase. It was $122,000 and $137,000. Just about the time I start remembering all these numbers, they go and change them on me. So we're now sitting at $124,000, $139,000, your modified adjusted gross income if you're single. If you're married filing jointly, you got a $3,000 increase. That one's easy to remember. Married filing jointly. Now, for a Roth IRA, unlike yesterday's video where we were talking about what if you had a 401k, what if you don't? In a Roth IRA, it doesn't matter. So the IRS doesn't care if your spouse has a 401k, if you have a 401k. For a Roth, it's different. A traditional IRA, yeah, your income changes a little bit. So today we get to just say married filing jointly, and we don't care what other types of accounts you have. Yours is now from 196 to 206, modified adjusted gross income, 206,000. You got a $3,000 bump from 2019 to 2020. So if you happen to get a little bit of a raise and you find that you were close anyways, now at least the bar's been raised a little bit for you. If you are married, but you file separately, they always give you guys the shaft on this one. Your phase out is still between $0 and $10,000 to contribute to a Roth. This is very, very important, and I say this one sort of, I'm not joking. If you are married filing separately, but you guys are still together, right? And you chose for other reasons, student loans, taxes, things like that, child support, you chose to file separately. That's okay. You don't have to, raise your hand and say, this is why we chose to do this. You just need to know that rule that you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA almost in no case. But if you make less than $10,000, you can contribute something. But who's in that situation, right? So if you make over $10,000 and you're married but filing separately and living with the spouse still, you didn't get a raise. I'm sorry, you can't contribute to a Roth IRA. Now, if you still want to get money in post-tax through a little bit of extra work, we can still make that happen legally. I'm not pulling your chain here. Legally you could do it, but as a direct contribution, those are your income phase out limits for the year. Really simple video today, right? I'm happy to help to keep us in mind at Jazz Wealth. We are not only trying to be financial advisors, but your personal financial manager. I want to help you with all your dough. If you get stuck on anything, I'm there for our customers, of course, to help them out. I just live and breathe this stuff, man. I love talking about it. Hey, anyways, we'll be back later. The Closing Beat, have you seen that? It's a stock market update show where I really get to sort of exercise my brain a little bit, share some stats with you, cover the stock market and everything that's happening throughout the day. I keep you posted on the investments, and we do talk about the investments here at Jazz as well that we have. But that'll be 5 o'clock live on our YouTube channel, Jazz Wealth Managers. I hope you'll join us for that. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, we'll talk to you soon. Enjoy.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.